Senator Mark Villar or Senator Nancy Binay would like to make an opening statement. Sen Mark, Sen Nancy,
No need, no need. Thank you.
thank you. Sen Nancy, is Sen Nancy there?
No opening statement.
Okay,
Thank
thank you. Mahalaga sa akin muna, pag-usapan natin itong drone. Itong isang issue na napapanahon na natin pag-usapan. For me, it's a national security matter. Why? I'll tell you later. Walang masama na magkaroon tayo ng drone. We operate drone commercially for entertainment, etc. But who regulates yung drone, pagpapalpad nito, etc. Is that CAAP? Nandito ba yung CAAP?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Kayo po nag-regulate ng drone, ano? Yung,
Yes po.
okay. Di ba dalawa yun? Commercial and private.
Actually, Your Honor, it's now classified into three.
Okay. And
We
those are?
have the open category.
Okay.
Ito po yung mga hobbyists, the small ones.
Okay.
And we have the specific. Ito naman po yung mga agricultural drones.
Okay.
Mga commercial drones per se.
Agri and
then-
commercial, isa lang yun?
Yes. And then we have the certified. Yung certified naman po, these are for special purpose drones like cargo carriage and eventually persons.
Cargo, okay.
That's it. Yan po yung tatlong classification natin ngayon.
Yung sa individual, yung for leisure,
They fall under the open category.
open category. Okay. Kailangan ba ng permit para makabili ng drone at para pwede magpalipat ng drone?
Technically,
Yung
Your
sa
Honor,
first category, kailangan? Hindi.
sa open category, hindi naman po kailangan.
Hindi kailangan. So anybody can buy a drone and then paliparin niya yan kahit saan yung gustong paliparin, no problem.
Pwede siyang bumili ng drone but he or she still has to know the basic drone regulations.
Okay.
Meron po tayong nakapost sa ating CAAP website
Okay.
of your limitations like top of mind, you can't fly above 120 meters. You can't fly within 10 kilometers radius of an airport.
So meron yung restricted area.
Yes, Senator.
Restricted na para hindi ka pwede magpalipad ng drone sa lugar na yon na specified. Okay, itong second category, yung agri-commercial, it needs permit from you guys.
They do register their drones with CAAP, and the pilots also get their licenses. And in our department for the aerial works, they do get a certificate of authorization for their type of operation.
Okay. And ganoon din sa certified cargo, sabi niyo, kailangan din ng permit.
Yeah, certified, yes.
Okay. So bakit hindi kailangan ng permit doon sa open?
Because the open category, Your Honor, it has been industry best practice. Like for hobbyists, these are the smaller ones, lesser payload. Basically, the FAA also defines it as toy grade.
Pero kung halimbawa ang isang tao gusto niyang bumili ng malaking drone na classified na ginagamit ng pang-commercial, he can buy it if he wants to.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, ibig sabihin, pwede siya magpalipad ng drone, hindi na niya kailangang kumuha ng permit sa inyo. Samantalang, itong mga taga-agri, certified cargo, they need to get a permit from you. Why is that?
Your Honor, just to clarify, yung mga agri-operators po natin, they can buy a drone, but ang requirement po ng Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines is if you want to get a certificate of authorization, then you have to register your drone. Meaning, hindi po sila kailangan kumuha muna ng permiso sa CAAP
Okay.
bago sila makabili ng drone.
Okay. But they have to be certified.
Yes, Your Honor, if they want to use it commercially.
Now, how safe is this drone if we're talking about airport, sa mga airport natin?
If I may, Your Honor, like what I always tell my colleagues, the drone is a loaded gun.
Okay.
It can be used for peace, and it could be used for otherwise.
Thank you. That's exactly what I'm leading to. The next question. Yung isang tao, dito sa open category, bibili siya ng drone, malaki. Kargahan niya ng bomba, granada, papaliparin niya sa airport natin, sa aeroplano, babanggayin yung aeroplano, or meron siya specific target sa military installation natin, papasabugin. So, paano natin mapigilan yun?
Your Honor, I think we have also one resource person present now, Mr. Billy Pasqua, who will also be introducing counter-drone measures naman.
Okay, nandiyan ba si Mr. Pasqua? So, ano po yung counter
Yes, sir.
anti-drone, kung tawagin yan? Am I using the right word?
Yes, sir. Commonly called counter UAS or
Counter,
UAS, sir. Unmanned Aerial System or anti-drone.
Okay, counter
any other
anti-drone,
term can be
okay.
used correctly.
yeah, yung sinasabi ko, sir, kakargahan yung drone ng bomba and then meron silang specific target at doon pababagsakin yung drone. Is that a possibility?
Definitely, sir. But it can be countered in so many ways, and one of which is by interrupting the signal between the controller and the drone. So, but there are
Okay.
so many other ways of.
So, lahat ho ba ng building merong tinatawag niyong counter anti-drone?
I'm not sure of that, sir, but I'm sure most don't have.
Okay. So, ito ba sinasabi nyo sa ating pamahalaan, sa ating mga otoridad? I'll give you an example. Halimbawa, isang police station. Kakargahan ng bomba yung isang drone. Tapos, papalanding doon. O ipag-crash doon. Sabog. So, pwede mangyari yon. Tama? At
Tama,
kung
sir.
wala siyang counter anti-drone.
Yes, sir.
So, anong plano natin ngayon? Kasi, kaya ko nabanggit to, ginamit to sa Ukraine and Russian war, di ba? Drone to drone, kinakarga ng bomba, kanya-kanyang pasabugan. And there's a possibility na pwedeng gamitin ng terorista ito sa atin for a specific target. So, nobody's safe. Meron ba tayong mga taga-military dito? Did we invite someone from the military? PNP? So, sabi niyo, paano ba, how does it work yung counter anti-drone, sir?
It basically cuts off the signal between the controller and the drone, sir. But there are other anti-drone measures. It can be as innovative as having yung ibon, sir. Uhulihin niya yung drone. There are birds that are trained to look for drones and basically
Birds?
catch it. Yes, sir.
Low-tech yung pag-ibon.
But the thing is, it doesn't use technology, sir. Kasi marami ring counter. If you have a counter drone, there is also a counter drone. So they can use multiple signals, sir, if it's specifically designed for that.
Wala bang isang technology na naka-install lang dyan? Kunyari, isang bahay, install sa bubong niya yung counter anti-drone. 24/7 nag-operate yun para pag may dumaan na drone doon sa bahay na yon, mawala ng signal yung drone, babagsak.
Yes, sir. That's basically what a counter drone is, and pwede yun, sir.
Okay.
May solution na ganun.
So hindi na kailangan pang antayin pag nakita yung drone saka gagamit yung device.
Yes, sir.
So yung device, it continues to operate.
Yes, sir. There's such a solution, sir.
Very good. Kaap,
Yes, Your Honor.
so meron tayong ganun, counter anti-drone sa airport, 24/7, naka-install?
For now, Your Honor, wala po.
Holy shit. I'm sorry. Why not? Why not?
So far, lahat po ng nag-present sa Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines, except for Mr. Billy Pasqua,
Wow.
it's all linear, 1 kilometer linear distance. So for one airport, if that's 10-kilometer radius, can you imagine the number of repeaters that are needed to be installed around an airport?
I know. Pero, isn't that dangerous na wala pala tayong counter anti-drone sa ating mga airport? So,
I agree, Your Honor.
ano pong plano? Ano pong ginagawa natin? Ano pong game plan?
Your Honor, if I may, hindi in Asia, wala pa naman po talaga may effective anti-drone around their structures because number one, the technology is still very expensive at this time. And if I
Very
may quote,
expensive. Meron pa ba mas expensive sa buhay ng mga tao sa nakasakay sa aeroplano?
I agree with you, Your Honor. But for example, there's this one subscription-based anti-drone.
Okay.
It's, I think, correct me if I'm, $1 million a month.
Okay.
So, while we do see the need to protect all of our aerodromes, Your Honor, basically, how can we effectively propose such a budget that will not be preposterous? Number one, for the acquisition of the equipment. Number two is the subscription fee.
Okay.
And number three, the maintenance of the said equipment.
Okay.
So we are currently still studying other options which might be presented, and as we were conversing a while ago, as technology progresses, most probably the prices would tend to go down, and then by
I
then,
understand. So, yung ibang bansa, meron bang counter anti-drone sa kanilang mga airports? O tayo lang bang wala? O marami din mga bansa na wala din tulad natin? Marami din. Pero ano yung ginagawa ng ibang bansa na yun? Kahit pansamantala, habang hindi pa
actually,
nila
Your
kaya
Honor,
yung presyo ng subscription.
it's
Sabi
more
nila.
of just coming out with the regulations, making the public aware that of the certain provisions, like you're not supposed to fly within 10 kilometers of an airport. In fact, in other countries, the regulation states it's only 4 kilometers. But in the Philippines, we made it into 10 kilometers.
Kahit pa sabihin natin 100 kilometers,
Yes,
eh
Your
kung hindi
Honor,
naman susundin.
I agree.
Diba?
But because, Your Honor, you see, it is not through registration of the drones. It's not through the importation of the drones. It's not through the buying of the drones that lies the problem. Because if you go in the internet, you can produce a drone in less than 5 hours. 3D printing, the technology is there. So basically, the drone scenario in the Philippines is so volatile. So
I understand.
as of this moment, the Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines is still trying to cope up with the ever-changing capabilities of the drone.
So kapag bumili ba ng drone sa mga tindahan, hindi ba registered yung serial number niyan, yung seller hindi na-register sa any government agency that's supposed
Actually,
to
Your
regulate that?
Honor, I think we would need the help of DTI on that matter for the
Okay.
sales of the drone. So probably
Parang sasakyan, di ba?
yes,
Nakaregister.
yes, Your Honor, exactly like that.
And then dapat may insurance. Para
Yes.
kung halimbawa yung drone nag-crash, nakasira ng bubong,
Yes, Your Honor.
may tinamaang tao,
Yes, Your
may
Honor.
insurance. So wala tayong ganon.
Wala, Your Honor, kasi
Meron ba taga-DTI dito? Okay.
if you look at it this way, Your Honor,
Okay.
if for example, I get a drone, and as you've said, I put in a bomb
Yes.
and use it. When that bomb detonates, the drone disintegrates. So regardless if it was registered or not, we wouldn't know. We wouldn't know where the remote is. We wouldn't know. So basically, that is the challenge that is facing worldwide regulators right now. Precisely because of the fact that you mentioned a while ago, it was brought into light by the Ukraine war. Diyan po nagsimula that all civil aviation authorities around the world took notice. And up until now, there is still no viable solution as to how do we effectively counter this. Because number one, a drone is so small, when it explodes, it disintegrates, no trace.
Okay. Pwede rin yung drone papaliparin tapos ibabangga sa eroplano, sabog.
That is highly possible also, Your Honor.
Sabi niyo po kanina, sir, very expensive yung subscription, $1 million a month. Did I hear it right? Kaya isa sa mga hindrance yun na kaya hindi tulad ng ibang bansa, mayaman. Siguro Amerika meron yung ibang wala. Kasi mahal. Bakit hindi natin kausapin yung mga taga-airlines para tumulong sa atin? Lahat ng airlines na papasok sa bansa natin, pasok-labas na ginagamit natin mga airport. So, singilin natin sila para masubsidize yung pagbili natin itong technology na sinasabi nyo. Pag-subscribe doon sa technology.
That would be a possibility, Your Honor. But we have to also remember, we are archipelagic in nature.
Okay.
So all our airports are scattered all over different islands. So what we may do for one airport, we may not be able to do for other airports. And if all our planes are servicing all of these airports, not only the international ones, including the domestic ones, we cannot just say, okay, international airport, dito tayo. Pero ikaw, hindi ka naman international airport, hindi ka kailangan. So we have to find a viable solution that will fit all of our airports. And basically, that's it, Your Honor.
Okay. Since you're the expert, so ano nakikita mong solution for now? Kasi mahal yung technology, sabi mo kamo. So, anong pwede nating gawin para maiwasan na mangyari yung problema ang pinag-uusapan natin ngayon na magagamit ng terorista para
Your Honor,
mapahamak
when
yung mga
it
aeroplano
comes
natin?
to terrorists, there really is no viable option because I firmly believe kung gusto talaga nilang gawin, they will always find a way to do it, not by means of drone. If we shut down a drone, probably through another
No,
means.
sir. We're talking about drone lang. Drone lang, wag kang
Oh,
lumisa.
sorry, Your Honor. But when it comes to drones, Your
So
Honor,
anong solusyon? Kasi sabi mo mahal, $1 million, subscription, archipelagic tayo, etc. So anong solusyon mo nakikita?
most
na
probably, Your
pwedeng gawin?
Honor, this would
Kumbaga,
be...
sandali lang, sir.
Sorry.
Napagtsagaan natin muna na solusyon na maaaring gamitin o gawin para yung problema pinag-usapan natin ma-address at hindi mangyari. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, Your Honor. The Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines, being civilian in nature, we are not equipped to deal with terrorist activities. I think we should involve the Department of National Defense as well, because we, in the Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines, we handle civilian aviation. So when it comes to terrorist matters, we do not have the technical expertise. We do not have subject matter
sir.
experts on the
No,
matter.
sir. Naliligaw ka, sir. Naliligaw ka. Alisin na natin yung terorista na lagyan ng bomba. Yung papalipad lang ng drone sa restricted area sa airport natin. So wala tayong kakayahan para mapastop yan. Meron tayong mga tinatawag na restricted zone na hindi ka pwede. Pag bumili ka, bibigyan ka ng paalaala na kung saan ka pwede at saan hindi. Paano natin ma-implement yun? Na para yun ay masunod, especially sa areas around the airport.
Your Honor, when it comes to, let's say for example, one manufacturer, there's a certain manufacturer that they have what they call geofencing.
Okay.
So when you purchase their drone, that particular manufacturer, that drone will not turn on or operate if it's inside a geofencing location. Unfortunately, the geofencing location is controlled by the manufacturer. And this is only for one manufacturer that is currently doing that.
So, maganda yun ah. So, geofencing. And anong pangalan ng manufacturer na ito?
That's DJI, Your Honor.
Meron ba yun dito? Yung DJI?
Majority of the drones sold in the Philippines are actually by DJI.
DJI.
So, Your Honor, if I may, if majority of the drones here are from DJI, hindi naman sila na nakakapag-operate within 10 kilometers. But again, if there's a will, there's a way, Your Honor. There's a way for people to actually get rid of the geofencing through illegal means para pong sort of saying parang may green hills po na pwedeng dalhin yung drone at patanggal mo yung geofencing.
Okay. Kung gusto, maraming paraan. Diba? Hindi po kayo nakikipag-usap sa ating military.
Actually, Your Honor, we have had numerous dialogues in the office with the military personnel. One of the questions that they ask is if they see a drone within their camp, are they legal to shoot it? By all means.
Okay.
Because if it will endanger your operations, that is not a civilian matter anymore.
Okay. Yung sa government at saka sa military, ano bang policy ng CAAP?
We do not
We're talking about
we do
drones.
not register nor issue licenses to government personnel because that will become their drones will be assets, their military assets, not civilian in nature, Your Honor.
Okay. So, hindi ko maka-move on dito. Mahal yung sabi mo technology, $1 million subscription. Kaya sa ngayon, kumbaga, dasal na lang tayo na sana walang mag-attempt na gumawa ng kabalastugan na maghasik ng lagim at may madisgrasya, tama. But for me, dapat we continue on finding ways, siguro solution. Sabi ko na nga, ino-offer ko, kausapin yung mga airlines para tumulong. Sabi mo, hindi naman pwedeng yung sa international, siguro one at a time. Testing muna tayo kung saan yung airport natin na very crowded, na EA 1, 2, and 3. And then later on, sabi mo, as time pass by, yung technology, gumaganda ng gumaganda, nagmumura, yung mga lumang technology hanggang sa ma-afford natin, right? Is it something na pwede niyong pag-aralan, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. And in addition to that, Your Honor, we are also looking into the fact of having the LGU an active role in enforcement
Okay.
through ordinances.
Meron tayong anti-drone expert dito? Meron? Ha? Mr. Pasqua?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, kayo po, sir. Kayo palang expert na akala ko kasama kayo sa CAAP. So, para po sa inyo, bilang anti-drone expert, alisin na natin yung technology na mamahalin, sabi nga ni CAAP. For now, nakikita niyo pong solusyon para maiwasan yung mga pwedeng masamang mangyari.
For the regulation purposes, sir, I believe it would be CAAP to be able to answer that correctly. But for the anti-drone, sir, one of the best way definitely would be through technology as well. So we need to counter it by having a counter drone, sir. And then the other one that I mentioned would be a cheaper one is through training birds to look for drones and catch it. Actually, in most airports, meron yun, sir. Dahil,
Okay, CAAP. Pwede na muna siguro tayo doon tayo sa low-tech, yung ibon. Wala ba tayong ititrain ng mga ibon? Para,
Your Honor, the Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines has no expertise in the matter, but we would definitely look into that possibility now that Mr. Billy Pasco has brought it to our attention. Because, Your Honor, one of the challenges that also faced the aviation industry is actually bird strikes. So we introduce
oh,
two factors now.
okay.
We have the threat of a drone strike
And bird strike.
and a bird strike.
O nga naman, Mr. Pasqua. Pero sabi mo, Sir, Mr. Pasqua,
Even
ginagamit yun ng ibang bansa na, ano?
I believe even for bird strikes, sir, birds are being used to sway away those birds in formation.
O, yun naman pala, ano, kaap. Oo nga naman, ginagamit yung mga trained birds para tabuyin yung mga grupo ng mga birds na mag-cause ng bird strike. O sige, ano namang counter mo, Mr. Kaap?
Actually, Your Honor, I think this will become a chicken and egg scenario. So, we will look into the
If it's a trained bird, alam na niya na, alam ba naman papasok siya sa loob ng engine ng aeroplano. Siyempre siguro isa o dalawa na train talaga, di ba? O, ba't di kayo mag-train? Ba't hindi nyo subukan? Mag-seminar po kayo kay Mr. Pascua.
Your Honor, one bird alone cannot possibly cover 10-kilometer radius.
O, sabihin natin dalawang bird. Hindi nga.
Yes, Your Honor. We'll look into that. We'll study that further.
Sir, dapat maghanap tayo ng paraan. Huwag
Yes,
yung
Your
nakatungangan
Honor,
lang
please
tayo
be
tapos
rest
bahala
assured
ng
that,
Diyos. Huwag naman po.
The CAAP is still
Do something about
actively looking
Yes, sir.
into ways and means to safeguard our skies, not only our airports, but our skies, our
Kaya Mr. Pascua, ano mga bansa yon? Sabi mo gumagamit ng trained birds para magbantay sa mga drone, ginagamit bilang anti-drone sa mga airports.
I believe for one, Ireland, sir, is using birds to use for counter drone as
Merong
part
mga
of the
bansa
counter drone measures. Yes, sir.
gumagamit yan. So para sa inyo, halimbawa na IA 1, 2, and 3, ilang ibon ang kailangan para magsilbing countermeasure dito sa mga drones?
I actually wouldn't know the specific number of birds right now, sir. Pero one thing sure, it could be part of a solution, and yung solution naman, sir, hindi lang lagi isa. The reason why I mentioned birds is it doesn't use technology. So kung yung drone is there's an intent of a drone to really go to a specific area, definitely it would have possibly a counter drone. So your first level of technology solution wouldn't suffice. Therefore, you need a non-technology solution to answer that possible problem, sir. That's why ginagamit yung birds. So, but the first step would definitely the use of technology, sir.
Okay. So, paano nagagamit yung ibon? Anong gagawin ng ibon pag may nakita siya na drone na hindi friendly to
It's
at
a-
pumapasok sa restricted zone?
It's a trained bird, sir, na talagang hahabulin niya yung drone.
Habulin niya.
Yes, sir. Kahabulin niya yung drone, tapos talaga kinukuha niya, sir, ng claw niya.
Ah, so malaking ibon to.
Yes, sir. Definitely, sir.
Okay.
They're using eagles here in Netherlands. They're using eagles.
Itong sa Netherlands and France, they're using eagles. Oh, ito. So, Kaap. Yan oh, Netherlands and France. I-google niyo po, sir. To effectively disable drones, particularly in scenarios where drones pose threats to public safety or violate restricted areas. So, Kaap, please, mag-train na tayo ng mga eagles siguro. Marami tayong eagles, di ba?
But I think yung eagles natin, Your Honor, that are big enough to actually catch
Sir,
those
tuwing
drones.
sabihin ako, kinukontra mo eh.
No,
Kontratista ka, sir, ano?
Your Honor, I'm just
Like-
saying, I do believe that you are correct. We
Okay.
are going to look into that. But
Yan ang gusto ko marinig.
The
We'll look
endemic
into that.
species of eagles here in
Then
the
mag-import tayo ng eagle sa ibang bansa.
Philippines. Yes, Your Honor. We'll look into that.
Kung meron pang elepanting eagle, mag-import tayo.
Yes, Your Honor.
Whatever it takes. Ayan, wala ka ng palusot. Pwede. Diba?